Welcome back, guys. It's Kids Coding Playground here, and today we're back for another video on Scratch. And today we'll be making a game called Raging Bulls, and it's actually a pretty cool game. All the artwork is not copyrighted, and is actually we got some of them from the internet, but most of the artwork is drawn by my dad. So yeah, let's demo the game. My score is 130. So you see there's fences here. I'm gonna lower down the volume. So you see there's fences here, and you have 3 lives and 0 score. High score is 130. And these fences change every so often to block your view to getting to the red cape. And yeah, you have all this stuff, and you try to get as much score as you can. Try not to lose your lives. If you lose your lives, 1 to 5 noob, less than 10 is a loser, less than 20 is an average, less than 50 is a pro, and less than 100 is a hacker, and 150 plus is a god. So I'm an average, okay? Let's try again. Okay, I'm a noob. Okay. So anyways, let's get started on the project. So let's make a new project. So yeah, you don't need the Scratch Cat, and I have everything in my backpack. So download in the Google Drive script in the description below. We have everything there, and yeah, you can just get everything we have in the Google Drive. And yeah, I'm just gonna upload all these sprites in. And the fences were actually drawn by my dad. And then we have this, and we are done. So so we have a bunch of fences. We're gonna make the backdrop and everything. So you can export the files in my project and click export and get the project sprite. So yeah. So I'm gonna put in the background. So there's a background I'm gonna use. And it's this background, so we have the whole setup finished. Remember, if you can't go in the access the Google Drive, go into my project and then download and export the sprites, or you can draw them on your own if you were creative. So, in the backdrop, I'm going to try to attempt drawing the backdrop. So, we got these flowers from the Mother's Day card game. Not really a game, a Mother's Day card. And we got this cape from the Among Us sussy stuff, whatever. Among Us animation. And this farmer, I actually have a hand up here. So I think we got this from Google. And we actually have a hand on top of this one, because in the original Google one, there's just a pitchfork and the farmer, and it's just not good. I'm just saying. And then so I just put a hand on top, so his hand's on top of the pitchfork. So you can download the sprite, export it inside your your project, and yeah. So we're pretty much set, and I'm gonna try to attempt drawing the fences and the backdrop. So I'm gonna make the backdrop 1. So first thing we need is a green shade of, so fully almost green, because we have a little beach area. Reshape it to make it look like a beach area. So yeah, I'm trying right now. So yeah, the beach is a little bit big, maybe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna extend the other side. Yeah, let's see. So there you got it. And the beach is fine, I guess. And then we just need that color and make a square. Yeah, copy the saturation, color, and stuff. And now we just have to make a square. So yeah, we just need this color, make the square. And you actually have to make it go back, so it will be behind it, and you will see this. Well, actually, I just misproportioned this thing, so. Proportion it again. Yeah, and then now I'm gonna get the flowers. Oh, it's a little bit out. Just make it bigger. Yeah, why not? And then yeah, I'm just gonna get some flowers. Flowers in the Mother Day card. If you made that project, this would be a breeze for you because you can Control C, Control V. Oh, yes, and put it over there, and you can just be creative with your flower amount and your daisies, and there's marigolds and everything, and yeah, you can just be creative. Put whatever you want. It's really just creativity at this point. So when you put it over here, you have to group them so it's easier to move. If you ungroup it, the petals will be all messed up. So yeah, it's like different sprites into one. So yeah, I advise you to group it. So yeah, you just have to put flowers all around. If you did the Mother's game, this game, this would be really easy for you. Or you can just export the backdrop from my project. So yeah, so now it's time to work on and make the bowl. So this is the bowl in its idle form when you're not sending anything out. No bowls are coming out. This is on its idle form, and this is like when it goes out, a new one comes in, and then one more goes back. So we actually need to make the bowl rotated to the right to make sure, because it has to go up, and we're using moving steps, and you know how moving steps is to the right? We have to make it go up, so we have to point in direction 0 and keep it to the right, so then it'll move up steps while actually moving. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make the bowl. By copying it. So it has a body, and it's like a circle, but you just have to reshape it a little bit. It's like an oval. The hooves are just a square, just reshaped with yellow on the bottom, and then the tail is just another circle shaped with a tiny little circle, and the horns are, I think they are circles with just reshaping. Yeah, so that's basically what you need to know about the bowl. I'm going to try to attempt to draw the bowl, so it might not look as the original one, look as good as the original one, and it's just a circle with this brown color, and just a reshape, a really nice reshape will do it. So, and I'm making the bowl body. So that comes with the ears and everything else. And the potato-shaped body. So just reshaping would do the job. Kind of looks like Yoda. And you're moving body everywhere to making a bowl. So I'm gonna try to make the hooves and stuff like that, just the same brown color, just some reshape. So I'm trying to speed run through this so we can get to the coding part because it's already been 8 minutes and 55 seconds. So yeah, we can hurry up a little bit. Yeah, and you got hooves, just change them yellow color. You get the point. And if you don't want to draw it yourself, just go to our project and export the files. And feel free to skip this part if you do not want to draw it. So yeah, hoof. Yeah, you can just duplicate the hooves. Duplicate it to make a second hoof. And then, yeah. This one has to group. And there we go. There's a bull with its hooves. And now you gotta make its horns. The horns is just, this color, some dark, almost black color, and it's dark, just a really dark brown. I just changed the color again. So I'm going to show you the color of the bowl. 62642. And the horn is 77724. And there you go. Make a circle. Just fine reshaping will do the job. Really fine reshaping. Little bent middle. There we go, horn, and then we just have to put this on. Control V. And then flip horizontal. Put it on one side. Put this one on the other. And make it go to the back. So I don't think this looks originally the same. But you know, let's just delete that costume. And oh yeah, the tail. Literally forgot about it. It's just a really thin cube or circle. And so yeah, just speed running through. It's already been 11 minutes. Let's go. Just group it and put it on. You get the point. And yeah, reshape a little bit. So I'm gonna put this back on. Group. This might end up to be on like 40 minutes because of all this artwork. And we're done. Okay, let's see the total views. Minimize. So this is our bowl. Okay, now delete costume. And you also have to make an idle animation. Just 2 bowls. Yeah, rotate it and just put 2 bowls together. So now we have to draw, and that's pretty much it. Oh, the fence. Okay, so this will take a while. It's just a diamond, which is 853.66. It's a diamond and it's a square with just a square with fine reshaping, and of course yeah, circle. And yeah, reshaping. This will take a while, but there's 2 light parts. So as you can see, I'm trying to draw. And it doesn't look that much like a kite, but I think it's a kite. And then and then you need a little square rectangle on top, which is just some fine edited and you need a lighter version of the diamond. Put it behind the original one. And yeah, make a bunch of duplicates, stuff like that, you know. And make a thing in the middle. Okay, whatever. Back, yeah. So yeah, we have it. How you make your fence gate and how to make the fencing. The long part is just a rectangle with fine reshaping. That's it. So yeah, it's just some fine reshaping. Just make another one and then put it in the back. You know the drill. Just put the eyedropper. And yeah, whatever. I'm gonna change the color of the back piece. So there we got it. Look, that's the middle. So now I'm just gonna delete this costume. So now we're actually gonna get started with the code. It's been 14 minutes and almost 15 now. So you can also make the green grass and the little smoke. So yeah, I bet you guys can do that on your own. Pretty easy. Now we're going to start with the farmer, which is going to be the first thing we're going to code today. And the only code it has is to go to this position just in case if someone moves it. And now the cape. The cape has very simple code as well. So when the green flag is clicked, it will go forever. And oh yeah, you have to make it go to here. And then you need an if then statement, if then touching charging bull, change score by 1, and you have to make a new variable, score. You know, every single game we basically make a score inside. So change score by 1 and wait 0.1 seconds. A little delay is good inside the code. So when the bull touches the cape, you don't get like 7 points because it'll just glide through the cape. So low delay is good. And now we're going to work on the bull. This bull. Yes, this bull. And when the green flag is clicked, it'll switch costume to costume 1. And costume 1 is this costume. Because there's a new bull coming up next. And it'll go to this position. Yeah, I already have it because there's a backpack and everything. And it'll point in direction 0 because it's pointing right. Now I'll point up because I'll have to make it move steps. So you need to make it point in direction 0. So when the green flag is clicked, forever, if then touching mouse pointer, then wait until mouse down. So the reason we used wait until mouse down and stuff like that is because if you do when the sprite is clicked, it will just, you can still shoot it after when the game is finished. So we do not want that to happen. So we're gonna use this. And I'll broadcast this message called charge forward. So remember, feel free to pause if I'm going too quick or I'm going too slow. You can like speed it up and wait 0.2 seconds and switch costume to costume 1. Now we're gonna work on the charging bull, because once you shoot the bull, like once you click it, it'll go that way, right? So, and a new bull comes up, you can already see its horns and its head. So that's why we did that. And charging bull. So now we're gonna work on the charging bull. And it's gonna be depending on clones and stuff like that to make it move and stuff like that, so you can send multiple bulls at a time. So when the green flag is clicked, it will hide and set score to 0. It'll also set lives to 3, which is a new variable because you want 3 lives, right? Or you can make 3 million lives. No one's here to judge you. So I'm just going to change the name of this because one of it's capital, one of it's not capital. So let's just name it score. And go forever. If then operator lives equal 0. Yeah, you know the point. We've done this so many times already, so you probably know the point right now. If the lives equal 0 or the lives are less than 0, which is like negative lives, it will broadcast game over and it'll send that noob chart to you. So yeah, we'll work on that later. And now we have to work on this clone. So when I receive charge forward, it'll create a clone of myself. And now we're gonna have a whole entire space dedicated to that. So when I start as a clone, it will go to bull, because of course you need to go to the bull, because once you click it, it has to look realistic and hit the flag. So So the charging ball has to go to the bowl, as expected. And it'll point in direction 0 as well, because you wanted to go that way. So yeah, and switch costume to costume 1, which is at this point, this bowl. And this is like the stunned bowl once it hits the fence. So yeah, switch costume to costume 1. Show and start sound gallop. Like this type of sound called gallop, look. Because it's running at the red flag. So we actually found it in the sprite library, and you can cut it to make it smaller, so then it will be really fast. See, look, fast and easy. So repeat until touching cape. Touching the cape, because it has to keep on going until touching the cape, or else it'll move 10 steps. Keep on moving until it'll touch the cape. But if the you need 2 or statements, so or and then another or. If it's touching fence 1, fence 2, or at fence 3, it will stop and become stunned and go back. So fence 2 and fence 3. There we have it. Switch costume to costume 2. And wait 0.1 seconds, because small wait is good. So the costume 2 is when the ball hits it, and I'm going to try to move this a little bit. Let's move this so you can see the whole script. Oh, there we go. And then wait 0.1 seconds, so if it hits the fence, and hide. And last of all, delete this clone. So if you delete it in the end, because if you use clones, you have to delete it at one point. And then in the end, hide, oopsie, hide, delete this clone. So we're halfway finished, and now we have to use the fence. And so I'm going to show you the what I have right now. So I'll show you. So you can send multiple at a time. So this is what we have coded so far. And fence 1, when the green flag is clicked. Oh yeah, we forgot to name this. Raging Bulls. Oh, as you can see if you saw it uploaded in my profile already. So yeah, you can check that out. And when the green flag is clicked, it will go to this position. Already there. And it'll switch costume to costume 1. The only reason I did this is because it's on the right side and one of them is on the left side, and they clash in the middle at one point. So switch costume to costume 1 and then go forever. If then else. So I did 2 variants to make the fence look better. So it's going to rotate. So on the first time it will be this fence, second time it will be this fence. And for this one, the first time is going to be this fence, and the second time is going to be this fence. So it's just opposite. Looks cool. It's better. You need an if then else. If then the costume number equals 1. Equals 1 because it's the first costume, right? So if the costume number equals 1, it will glide 1 second to... I just picked a random number that actually was reasonable to me. It has to stay the same Y because, of course. So it'll glide to that position. And so, yeah, look at the number. It'll go around here, right? So yeah, it will move there. And the Y is at 60, so then it will not move. So the fence will go up there, and it's like around 70, but I just did 71. Why not? So 71. I mean 70, but it's 71. So, well, you can just do 70 because just round up, and then duplicate, and then else it will glide 250. No, I mean not 250. 30, because the longer fence the shorter fence glides longer because it's shorter than the longer fence. So that means it'll glide more than the longer fence. So it'll glide around here, like about here maybe, yeah, about there. And the longer fence would glide around, yeah, around 33. See, and this one would glide like back, like here, or so, as so. So yeah, yeah. And now wait 0.5 seconds. So make sure, and it'll glide. So it'll go back, and it'll glide 1 second back to the normal position. As you can see, it's already up there. And now it will wait a pick random to 0.5 seconds. So 0.5 to 2. And next costume. And when the green flag is clicked, it'll go forever. And if then touching the charging ball, it'll drop lives by 1. So if then you know the point. Touching charging ball, it'll drop the lives by 1. It'll wait a 0.5 seconds. Change lives by minus and 0.5. So we're doing this on the fence because if we're doing this on the charging ball, it will just get messed up and it'll lose too much lives. So that's the reason why we're doing it on the fence and not the charging ball. That's because we're using clones, so that makes it easier for us to see the point here. So yeah. So I'm going to bring this down to the fence 1 and fence 3. I mean fence 2 and fence 3. And then I'm going to, and it's about the same code for all of them, but you just have to change the X and Y and toggle in and off with them. So I'm just going to work on this one. So let's zoom in a little bit. And when the negative 250s would be on the left side, right? So it would look a lot better on the left side. So yeah, switch costume to costume 1, and costume number equals 1, and it'll glide to a different position, negative 100. You know, you can toggle in and out with these X's and Y's to make sure. So this one's negative 125. And this one, instead of gliding, it'll glide negative 250 instead of 250. We already got one done. And this one, we just have to drag this to here. And bam, we're almost done. In like 30 minutes, and in the third fence it'll be a little bit lower, so that Y has to go down a little bit, so it's negative 25, and the X is negative 250 like the right fence, and it will move like this consistently, and it'll go forever. And yeah, this is all correct. It'll glide 1 second, negative 15, 25. So you just have to toggle in and out. I mean negative 25. Toggle in and out with these numbers, and negative 25, and here it will be negative 15. So yeah, and we can also change the glide seconds if you wanted to. Well, yeah, I just did that. And wait 0.5 seconds, 1 second, and instead of negative 250, it would be 250, and instead of negative 60, it would be negative 25. It'll pick random, and all of this pick random seconds to 1 to 3. So the third fence is less buffed than the first and second one. Slower, worse. So now we're gonna work on sprite 1, which is the scoreboard and the thing that tells you if you're noob, pro, hacker, god, whatever. So yeah, let me show you the fences are moving first. So we haven't done the music either yet. So yeah, there we got him. Fences are moving and we're losing lives rapidly. So this is actually working. So when the green flag is clicked, it'll go to X0, Y0, of course, and then it'll hide. So the costume is 1 to 5 noob, less than 10 loser, less than 20 average, and yeah, use text. I use handwriting, so handwriting is my favorite. Let's see, and yeah, it's pretty nice. And less than 50 is pro. So this is actually, and the high score is 130 for the main game, so that's actually pretty good. And go to X00, and then when I receive game over, it'll go to the front layer. So it would be on top of everything, the farmer, everything, the cape, everything. So, and it'll go show, and if then, you have to make a cloud variable, a high score. If then, you need the greater sign. I'm gonna make the, if then the score is higher than high score, and you have to make this a cloud variable, and you click OK. And then you put high score over here. Then it'll set high score to score. Of course, because you just won the high score, so you're the new champion. And it'll stop all. So there we have it, the whole entire game. Oh yeah, we also have to add the music. And I think it's pretty much very simple. I've done this so many times. Forever. Get a nice song. Guitar Chords 1. Oh my god, how do you spell guitar? Guitar. Guitar Chords Run. This one. Guitar Chords 1. And play sound. And there we have it. Our brand new game is crafted. And we can also move the high score down and stuff. High score, lives on the other side. So it looks pretty good. And you try to make it to the other side without screwing up. And I already lost a life, as you can see. So you try to get as much goals as you can. No! So I died. 1 to 5 is noob. Less than 10 is loser. Less than 20 is average. Less than 50 is pro, and less than 100 is hacker. 150 plus is god. So the high score right now for my Raging Bull game, my original Raging Bull game, is 130. Good job, guys. I don't even think I could reach 50. Yeah, and good job. And someone said he got 1,000. They got 1,000, and so they said that they got 1,000. I used 4 hours to play this, but it isn't in the high score, so I'm really sorry for you, Jensen6677. So anyways, make this viral, please. We're poor, guys. And we really like Rock Blaster. And anyways, please like, share, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below. Any new ideas that you guys have, anything new, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. So please make this one last thing. Please make this more viral than Rock Blaster. Comment all your comments below. Share to your friends so that we get more views. And yeah, see you guys next time.